Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I'll tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this week.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires and picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Running it to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, look out. Inside the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. And the Wildcats are on the move. They'll run it on first and goal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've
got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. At the 20, he's got space. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell this.
And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got his man on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and See if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Tackle is made after the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback checking the play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got a man. It's Johnson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Effective offense, leading the way here in a establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Johnson looking to throw. They're working that left side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Kansas State pushing the pace. Looking to pass on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going up top. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Johnson wants to throw it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He wants to throw here on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Looking for a block. It's Anderson. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step.
Touchdown Sooners! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Johnson looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that. Create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in gear, and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensive.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Reels it in down the left side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Coming after it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the air, it's Arnold. Finds his big tight end. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Kansas State 28, Oklahoma 21.
New set of downs after that completion. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Running back goes in motion. A little release to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And he'll be brought down. The Sooners in the hurry up.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. Looking to buy time. Trying to find his man in the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. Pulled down for the tackle. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1-yard line.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. Tackled immediately after the catch. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up by 17 over Marshall. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Using his feet to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands. But a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
1st down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. On the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They'll give it to him again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
about this offense, man. They knew they needed to execute great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll start this drive firing. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.